and grateful day. And today, as always, we are switching up the location. We are over here in Anaheim, California. And as y'all can see, let me give y'all a sneak peek of what's happening over here. Check this out. So right here, y'all can see a little bit. We've got Disneyland. There's a whole bunch going on over here. And I'm gonna give you guys a great story coming here for today. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a good one. As always, today's topic, California Dreamland. I'm gonna give you guys some perspective on the power of vision, the power of being able to see what you can't see. And what a better example than to give you guys the example of Disneyland for today. So it's gonna be a good one. Let me know, how's everybody feeling? What are you grateful for coming into today? Listen, we had a we had a long day yesterday. We had no sleep, jet lag, meetings back to back, no sleep 2 days in a row. So getting on here, we're still making it happen. Grateful to be alive, fam. Grateful for God. Grateful for the access to be able to go ahead and have such an incredible community of mentors, of like-minded souls, of amazing individuals that are hungry to continue leveling up. So we've got a packed out schedule over here in Anaheim for the next 48. Get to meet the legends tonight. So let's get into it, fam. Today I want to give you guys a quick little perspective. So we're over here in California. We're actually literally right across the street from Disneyland. Could literally walk over there if we wanted. So in Florida, we have Disney World. In Cali, we have Disneyland. And as I was over here yesterday, I'm literally just looking across the street and I'm looking at the park and I just sat down and I was really giving some perspective thought. When you guys look at Disney World, when you look at Disneyland, I don't know if you guys ever know this story, but I want to give you guys a quick idea so you can really put this in another layer for yourself, okay? So Disney World, when Walt Disney actually went out to create Disney World and Disneyland, he was actually living in the mountains. And he had one of his best friends, Art, and as he's thinking about this idea, he goes to call his friend Art, and he wants to go ahead and give him this huge vision, this huge plan of what he's intending to do to be able to go ahead and build this huge theme park. So he ends up calling Art, and Art lives miles away. And Walt keeps calling up. He's like, Art, I need you to come over here. I need you to really check out this idea. I want to get your opinion. I want to get your feedback, and I want to see your thoughts. And time again, Art's like, listen, I don't want to hear your idea. I don't really care to hear your vision. I don't think it's really going to work. And eventually, finally, after weeks, Art's finally like, you know what, Walt? Fine, I'll come check out. I'll see your idea. I'll come see your vision. Fine, let's go ahead and do it. So Art finally comes over. He goes over to Walt Disney's house. And if you guys ever do the research and you look up Walt Disney's house, Art literally had to walk miles through a dirt driveway, literally just to be able to go ahead and get to his front door. So Art drives over there, he drives a while to get to his house. He walks miles just to get through his driveway, and they finally get together, okay? So imagine this, you have Walt Disney and you have Art, and they're literally looking over this huge mountain range in the distance. And Walt Disney, he's telling Art, he said, listen, I'm going to build one of the biggest theme parks that's ever been built in the world. He said, I'm gonna build something that nobody has ever seen before. I'm gonna have characters, I'm gonna have themes, I'm gonna have all of these rides going on everywhere. And Art is literally looking at Walt Disney. He said, are you absolutely crazy? Do you think anybody's ever gonna go to this theme park? Do you think that you're ever gonna be able to build something so magnificent in the middle of the mountains? Walt Disney said, yeah, absolutely. Watch what happens next. So long story short, Art never ends up investing into Disneyland. He never ends up throwing $1 into Disney World. He never invested. And you know what the moral of the story is? They say that as Art had to walk back to his car on a 3-mile dirt road, they said that every single step that Art walked, guess what? He missed out on over $1 million pretty much per step. That's how much money he could have made if he would have been able to see the vision of Walt Disney. So when you really put that in perspective, how many of us in entrepreneurship have maybe had friends or family that don't see what we see? Drop a 3 down below if you guys have ever experienced that feeling yet. I've had it multiple times. My friends couldn't see what I saw. My family, my parents, my grandparents, nobody could see the vision of me being able to travel, me being able to give back, me being able to actually serve other families. Well, fast forward today, now like, oh my goodness, how did you guys get so lucky? How did you make it happen? This is one of the biggest lessons I learned with entrepreneurship. We are gonna make more impact with strangers most of the time than we will our best friends. It takes strangers to go out and celebrate us before our friends come back and support us. So I really just want to give you guys that for today, that this is most of the time how it works. As time continues to go by, at first, they're gonna ask us, well, why are you studying so much? Why are you going to events? Why are you spending money on all of these trips? And then later, eventually they ask, how? First they ask you why you do it, then they ask you, how did you get so lucky? How did you get in this position? How did you get access to so many phenomenal individuals? You see? First they ask how, then they ask why. So be willing to stay consistent, be willing to hold the vision and trust the process, because my mentors always told me, he said, D, the only difference between you and I is just time. I've been doing this a little bit longer than you. So fam, be willing to have the vision, be willing to hold the vision and trust the process, and know the only difference between our mentors like Mr. Brian Carruthers, Mr. Darnell Self, they've just got a little bit more time in the game than us, and we have the beauty to be able to cut the learning curve, learning from their mistakes. So I couldn't be more fired up, family. We are over here in Anaheim, California. We have the event tonight, and that's exactly what we're here to do, to get the sauce, to get the info, so we can go ahead and bring it right back to the squad, so all of us can go ahead and level up together. So I love you, fam. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. It's game time. Let's go.